Hey, how you doing? This is Deion Yates, and I'm here with one of my idols. And I don't want to tell his age because he looks really good. But when I was a young man, I used to listen to this man's music and try to emulate him. None other than Mr. Saxon and City himself, Mr. Marion Meadows. How you doing, man?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
I'm doing
All
good,
right.
man. So we're here at Jazz on the River, man. You
Here
know
we
what?
are.
I always joke about this. I tell people, Marion is like in Detroit so much. You should just go ahead and get an apartment here, man. We can work it out.
I'm gonna buy a house, apartment.
See,
Shoot.
get your house.
Yeah, I hear the real estate's pretty good right now.
That means that Detroit loves you.
Okay.
That they have you
and
back
I love
so much.
Detroit. That's my favorite town. Always has been. Always
Sweet.
has been. My number one town in America.
So what I wanted to ask you because you're touring right now with Sax and the City,
I am.
and now every once in a while the personnel changes.
Yes.
So how does that work out? You just try to keep it fresh and bring different stuff for people.
Well, the nucleus is myself and Paul Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul and I have been on tour for the last 4 years. We used to have Gentlemen of the Night.
Okay.
And then we had Saxon City last year with Jesse J.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jesse J joined Lionel Richie's band for a while. And then we hired new sax sensation Vincent Ingala.
Yes.
And now Vincent's kind of here to stay for a while.
All
so,
right.
In other words, he kind of like took the gig.
Okay. Vincent came and took over, huh?
So hey, sometimes it bees like that,
Okay.
But he's doing a wonderful job, and the show is just fantastic. We hit on a chemistry that sometimes when you hit it right like that, you just got to go with it. And this year's show is just off the hook. What can I say?
Wow, Sax in the City. Yeah, we can, matter of fact, bring Vincent in over here because they were talking. Vincent, can you come over here, man, please? Now look at this. I don't think we've ever met. Deion Yates, saxophonist.
How are you? Oh,
I've
really?
been under you on the charts a few times, but
cool, man.
and I always tease about you so I can say it to your face because
Okay.
I remember my wife was talking about you a long time ago when you first came out and she had your music, and I was like, is this kid even old enough to like play a club gig or something? but that's great, and I'm so proud of you,
Thank you.
and for you because the music that we play, it's not a lot of young people that get into it, and you
No,
started very
it's
early
not.
in playing this type of music. So
That's
how
right.
old were you when you started playing jazz?
Well, I mean, I was always introduced to music at a very young age, probably around 4 or 5 years old. My father was a DJ in the disco and dance era, so I grew up listening to all types of funk, R&B,
Yeah.
you name it. So that's how that started.
Okay.
And then they would play smooth jazz, around the house growing up, and so it kind of, I hated it at first. I said, stop listening to that, Mom and Dad, put that off. But it kind of, I grew up with this guy right
See?
here.
Now, wait a minute. Now,
His dad was a really popular DJ, man. He was a bad cat,
now,
Sounds
still
of
is.
Leo.
Still
Sounds
is.
of-
now
Yeah,
look. Now
he's a
look.
bad
Look,
dude, man.
look how old I am, right? And look how young this young man is. Now, I said I grew up listening to Marion. Vincent
right.
said he grew up
That's
listening
right.
to Marion.
That's right.
That's all I'm gonna say.
No, he didn't say he grew up listening to me. He said that
We grew up together.
You
Let's
grew up
go
together.
He didn't say he grew up listening to me.
Ah, that's what
But
it
put
is.
it this way, he plays so much stuff that I don't even like him anymore. So now, by next year, he might not even be around anymore. 'cause
Oh,
he might
come
be
on,
floating in the
man.
river.
Oh, come on.
Nah, this is a bad cat, right?
All right,
here.
well,
we have a lot of fun on the road, man. We're just having a blast. And it feels so good to be on the East Coast because I'm from the East Coast, I'm from Connecticut.
All right.
And I'm on the West Coast so much, and it's so refreshing to be on home turf. So,
So get some nice, brisk, cold weather.
I love this. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. You kidding me?
All right. Well, look here, Marion Meadows, Vincent Ingala, Sax in the City. We're gonna try to find Paul. I saw him a minute ago.
He's floating
But,
around somewhere.
Glad to see you with
And you
Sax in the City.
you got Chip Sheeran over here just got inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Rock and Roll Hall of
Yeah,
Fame.
that's
Well,
right.
we
Get
got
him
to
on
get
over
you
here.
in here, man.
That's
That's right. Okay.
So we'll see you guys on
Pleasure.
stage.
Thank you very much.
All right, brother. Hey, Sax in the City. Come on, Chip, man.
What's going on, brother?
Deion Yates, man, hanging out with you.
man. Good to see you.
So,
Good to see you.
tell us, because he just told me, Marion just said that you just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
2010, so it was almost.
But that's okay.
Just.
But 2010, 11, 12, it doesn't matter. But you made it in there.
Well, you just got it. That was about 34 years ago. You remember that hit Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight?
Uh-huh.
Well, that was me playing bass.
See,
I was only 2 then, so I'm only.
he was 2 years
don't worry
old.
about it, but-
See, that's why he's in the Hall of Fame. 2-year-old
I was
prodigy
2 years old playing bass.
on Rapper's Delight.
That'll make it happen.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So.
Look good, man.
Thank
Sound
you, brother.
good.
Thank
And
you
so
so
you're
much.
hitting with Sax in the City?
Well, yeah, I'm the music director for the tour, and you know, I've got my record coming out, and so look for that. It'll be all over the place.
Yeah,
soon.
tell us about the
So-
record.
oh God, everybody's on it. It's a very forward record. Sinbad's even on the record.
Wow.
So it's just kind of funny. Marion, Warren Hill, Norman Brown, everybody's on it. So it's a fun record. This one isn't about being smooth. It's about being honest.
Okay.
I ain't trying to be cute.
Uh-oh, you hear that?
I'm trying to give you what you really
So
want
it's
to
going to
hear.
be the raw mofo for sure.
That's what it is. Like the D.
See? I try to tell everybody the D is still happening, man. Thank you for hanging out with
Man,
me, man.
look, it's a pleasure,
We'll see
man.
you on stage.
Oh, yeah, so look forward
y'all,
to it.
hey,
Thank you very
we're going
much.
to catch him on stage.
There you go. Thank you.
Hey, it's heating up right now. Just taking the stage is Sax in the City, Marion Meadows, Vincent Ingala, Paul Taylor, Joe McBride. Man, it's getting hot up in here, man. They're going to turn it out. They got the music funky. The crowd is into it. We're going to get some clips, man. Hey, the 18th annual Jazz on the River. If you wasn't here, you should have been here.